I will teach you how to feel it. I will show you the simple divine secret behind every miracle, every manifestation, every transformation that has ever taken place in the life of man. O wool, you do not need more power, for the power is already within you. You do not need more time, for time is only the servant of your inner conviction. You do not even need to know how it will come to pass, for the bridge of incidents will form itself the moment you feel it as real. What you need is to feel it. Feel what? The wish fulfilled. Most men and women pray. They hope, they beg, they wait, but few ever feel. To feel is to become. To feel is to fuse your inner world with the outer one. The outer responds to the inner, and the inner is ruled by feeling. God is not a faraway being in the sky. God is your own wonderful human imagination. When you learn how to feel something as though it were already so, you awaken God within, and God responds to his own nature. God creates by imagining, and when he imagines lovingly, he creates life, beauty, abundance, joy. So must you. You are not separate from the Creator. You are the Creator, asleep to your own power. But tonight, I intend to awaken you. I have said it many times. The world is yourself pushed out. What you believe, what you accept as true, what you feel with conviction, that is what hardens into fact. The law is always working, always producing what you are in the depth of your soul. If your life is filled with lack, you are feeling lack. If your life overflows with blessings, you are feeling blessed. The world cannot help but mirror back to you the vibration, the state, the assumption you carry in your being. Therefore, I say again, I will teach you how to feel it. Let us now make this very practical. Suppose you desire wealth. You do not need to look to the stock market, to the government, to some external source. All you need is to enter the state of wealth within. You do this by feeling wealthy, not hoping to be wealthy. No, not acting as if wealth might someday come, but assuming now, with full inner conviction, that you are already the one you desire to be. How would you walk if you had all the wealth you desired? How would you speak? How would you greet your friends? How would you fall asleep at night? What would you think about as you awoke each morning? Ask yourself these questions sincerely, and you will begin to construct a new state of consciousness. And that state, once occupied in feeling, will produce its corresponding reality. Let me remind you, this is not make-believe. This is not fantasy, this is creation. You are imagining your world into being, just as God imagined this entire universe into existence. We are told in Scripture, God calleth those things which be not as though they were. That is the very secret I am giving to you now. You must call forth the thing you want as though it already existed, and you must feel it to be true. Do not concern yourself with the facts of life. They are only the shadow of your former state. They will fade away when you no longer give them attention. All that matters is the feeling. The feeling of the wish fulfilled is not a mere fleeting emotion. It is a deep, abiding inner knowing. When you feel it, truly feel it, something shifts. Your breathing changes. Your posture shifts. You begin to see with new eye. You are no longer a beggar asking for change. You are a creator declaring it is done. From that moment, your world must reassemble itself to reflect the new you, and it will. Not by force, not by willpower, but by the effortless divine operation of law. Imagine then that you are already where you want to be. Close your eyes and feel into that scene. Do not just visualize it, inhabit it. Make it real in your imagination. Hear the sounds you would hear. Touch the objects you would touch. Breathe in the air of that new world. Let every sense participate in the feeling of being already there. And then, let go. Fall asleep in that state. Carry it with you throughout the day. Return to it whenever doubt arises. And above all, do not contradict it with worry, fear, or complaint. Remain faithful to the feeling, and it will become fact. Now let me tell you a story. A woman once came to me, desperate to be reunited with her estranged husband. She had tried everything: letters, phone calls, pleading. Nothing worked. I said to her, "Do you still love him?" She said yes. "Then assume he loves you too, and that you are already together." She looked at me as if I had asked her to climb Mount Everest. But I told her, just tonight, before sleep, imagine him holding you, telling you he loves you. Feel it as though it were happening now. She did it, though reluctantly. The next week, he called her. By the end of the month, they were back together. What changed? Not him. Her feeling changed. She moved into a new state, and the world mirrored it. Another man came to me, longing for a better job. He felt unworthy, overlooked, stuck. I said, "You are not stuck. You are only stuck in your feeling." I instructed him to construct a scene that would imply his desire had already been fulfilled. He imagined shaking the hand of a new employer, hearing the words, "You're hired," and feeling the pride of accomplishment. Every night, he entered that scene. Within weeks, a company he had never even contacted reached out with an offer, double the salary. What changed? Not the world. His feeling changed. He stopped being the man who waited and became the man who had. I tell you again, if you can feel it, you can manifest it. You do not need to manipulate people, force circumstances, or wait for some perfect alignment of stars. You simply need to enter the state of the wish fulfilled and remain there. The world will conform, for it always does. You are the operant power. Nothing comes into your world but what you assume and accept as true. And assumption, once felt as fact, becomes fact. This is the law. This is the teaching of all the great mystics, clothed in different words, but pointing to the same truth. You are creating reality by what you feel to be true about yourself, about others, about life itself. So choose wisely and feel deliberately. If you want love, feel loved. Do not wait for someone to love you. Be the one who feels love now. Imagine what it feels like to be cherished, valued, adored. Walk in that feeling. Speak from that place. Love will come, for you have become the vibration of love itself. If you want health, feel healthy. Not someday, now. Feel the joy of vitality. Feel the ease in your body. Imagine the doctor saying, "All is well." Hear it, believe it, feel it. If you want freedom, feel free. Not in some distant future, but in this very moment. Break the chains in your mind, and your outer world will reflect your inner liberation. You are not a victim of fate. You are not subject to chance. You are the master, the chooser, the one who brings heaven or hell into being by your feeling. All the power of the universe is compressed within your own consciousness, and the gateway to its expression is feeling. Let us return to scripture again. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It does not say, as a man thinks in his head. It says heart, which is the symbol of feeling. You may say with your lips, "I am wealthy," but if in your heart you feel poor, it is the feeling that will dominate. You must bring the word and the feeling into alignment. Speak what you feel, and feel what you speak. Only then do you create from truth. Now the question arises, but what if I feel fear? What if I feel doubt? Do not resist it. Acknowledge it, and then shift. Feelings are not enemies. They are messengers. If you feel fear, it means you are imagining something you do not want. So stop. Withdraw your attention from that scene, and construct a new one. Enter the feeling of safety, of confidence, of calm. Persist in that. Repetition will solidify the new state. And remember, no feeling lasts unless you sustain it. Sustain only what you want. This is not hard work. In fact, it is the most effortless of all. You are always feeling something. The question is, are you feeling deliberately or by default?